Candy cane corn definitely looks intricate, but I bet you it's not as hard to weave as you think it is. Let me show you how I make it. Candy cane cord is best made with jump rings that have an AR or aspect ratio of 4.6 to 5.3. My favorite size to use is this size right here. This is 18 standard wire gauge 7/32 jump rings, but for today's video, I'm going to be using 16 standard wire gauge 5/16 just because larger rings are easier to see on camera. To start, you want to create a 2 and 2 chain that is 3 units long. And by a 2 and 2 chain, I mean 2 jump rings into 2 jump rings into 2 jump rings. And then I like to stick a twist tie or a paper clip at the end, something to hang on to. To start candy cane cord, these top jump rings here, you are going to fold them back Byzantine style. But instead of spreading these rings apart and picking up the rings we folded back, candy cane cord is different. You're going to take these and you're going to smoosh it sideways like this. So you have these 2 little X's on either side. And that is where our next set of jump rings are going to get woven. So we're going through the pair of X's on either side. I'm going to flip my work over, and then I'm going to pick up that other X. Now we're going to bring the rings we just added together, and we're going to smoosh it again. And it kind of creates a little sandwich. So we have our large ring on the bottom, we have these X's in the center, and then the large ring on top. Our next set of rings are going to pick up all 4. So you're going through the bottom, picking up both rings that create that X, and then out through the top ring. So through the bottom, through the X, through the top. Flip it over, and I'm going to do the same on this side. So through the bottom, through the X, through the top. Now this next part is where it can get a little tricky. So we're looking down into our weave. Our next set of rings get woven into the corners. You have to pick up the right corners. These corners here, where there is already a ring sitting underneath, those are not the corners we want. We are picking up these corners here where there is no ring underneath. So this corner and this corner. And then we bring those rings together and we smoosh it. And again, it creates this kind of little sandwich. So we have a ring, the X's, and a ring. You're going through all 4. Through the bottom, through the X's, and through the top ring. So through the bottom, through the X's, and through the top. Flip it over. And do it again. Through the bottom, through the X's, through the top. Okay, again, we're looking down into our work. These corners that have the rings underneath, those aren't the ones we want. We're picking up the opposite corners that don't have a ring sitting underneath them. Wrong one. This corner. Okay, bring the top rings together and we smoosh it and make our sandwich. Going through the bottom, through the X's, through the top ring. Flip it over and do the same on the other side. Through the bottom, through the X's, through the top. Again, looking down into our weave. The corners that do not have rings sitting underneath them are the corners we're picking up. And if you'll notice, they swap every time. So in the previous step, it was the bottom right and top left. Now it's top right and bottom left. And they'll keep alternating that every time. And we smoosh it. Going through the bottom, through the X's, through the top. So you're picking up 4 rings. And again, looking down into your weave, bottom right, top left are the next corners we're picking up because you want the ones that do not have rings sitting underneath. So this corner is empty, that's where you're going to add your next ring. This corner is empty, that's where you're going to add your next ring. And you just keep doing that until you get the length you want. And that is how you weave candy cane cord. If anyone has any other chainmail weaves that they've been struggling with and would like me to attempt a tutorial, drop them in the comments. And as always, happy weaving.